Hello and welcome, Taurus and Taurus Rising. It's time to talk about your 2026. And let me just say, this isn't a year for tiny tweaks. We are talking about profound, lasting transformation. So let's dive right into what makes this year so incredibly important.
You probably hear that kind of thing all the time, right? But for 2026, I really mean it. The big planetary shifts that were kind of just dipping their toes in the water in 2025, well, they're not just visiting anymore. This year, they are moving in, unpacking their bags, and setting the stage for changes that are going to reshape huge parts of your life.
So let's break down exactly why 2026 feels so pivotal. It all comes down to some major planets making some very permanent moves and basically locking in a brand new direction for you.
Think of 2025 as the preview, the movie trailer. It gave you some hints of what was coming. But 2026, this is the main feature. The big players, we're talking Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus, they are making their final moves into new signs, and trust me, they are not looking back. This means all those themes they introduced are about to become a very real, very permanent part of your life for years to come.
And while all these planetary shifts are absolutely going to affect your outer world, the most important story of 2026, the one that really underpins everything else, is the deep internal work that's being asked of you.
So to really get this, we need to talk about your 12th house. In astrology, this is a super private, almost hidden part of your chart. It's like the backstage area of your life. It's where you process things, where you heal, and where you get ready, behind the scenes, for the next huge chapter.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. We've got two cosmic heavyweights, Saturn, the planet of responsibility and structure, and Neptune, the planet of dreams and dissolution, both moving into this very quiet, private part of your chart. The sources use this incredible metaphor for this transit. They call it the Ana Rahim, which means the mother's womb. You are, in a sense, in a spiritual womb, getting ready for a major rebirth.
So what does this preparation actually look like in real life? Well, it's pretty much a three-step process. First, it's all about consciously letting go of old hurts, old baggage, things that are just weighing you down. Second, Saturn is here to say, hey, it's time to take responsibility for your own healing, whether that's therapy, meditation, whatever works for you. And finally, and this is the whole point, all of this is about making space. You're clearing out all the old clutter to get ready for a massive new beginning for you personally that kicks off in 2028.
All right, so while you're doing all that deep, quiet, internal work, your external world is anything but quiet. In fact, your career and your finances are about to get a major jolt of electricity.
You might want to grab a calendar for this, because these dates are big turning points. February 17th, we've got a brand new set of eclipses lighting up your career house, and that's going to kick off about a year and a half of professional evolution. Then, April 26th, Uranus, the planet of shock and surprise, settles into your money sector for the next 7 years. And just to make sure you're paying attention, a big eclipse in August comes along to double down on all of it.
So what do these eclipses actually mean for you? Well, think of it as a total shake-up of your professional world. The old familiar career ladder, it might just disappear, forcing you to find a whole new way up. Your goals, your title, even the boss you answer to, it could all transform. The name of the game here is being open to a completely new definition of what success looks like for you.
And this slide really nails the financial side of things. With Uranus hanging out in your income house for the next 7 years, that old steady paycheck might not be the whole story anymore. You can expect more ups and downs, sudden windfalls for sure, but also unexpected expenses. The upside? This opens up amazing new ways to make money, especially if it involves communication, tech, or sales. Your new financial superpower is flexibility.
Okay, let's shift gears from your public life and bring the focus back home, because the second half of the year puts a huge, warm spotlight on your personal world, your family, where you live, and your closest relationships.
And here is some fantastic news. On June 30th, Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, growth, and just plain luck, moves into your 4th house of home and family, and it's staying for a full year. This whole area of your life is getting a cosmic blessing. This could mean moving to a bigger, better place, renovating, expanding your family, or just feeling a deep, profound sense of joy and security right where you are. And hey, if you're thinking about real estate, the stars are definitely aligned.
So, while your home life is getting all that wonderful Jupiter energy, another part of your personal world is up for a major review, and it brings up a question a lot of people ask when it comes to relationships.
Starting October 3rd, your ruling planet, Venus, goes retrograde.
For you, Taurus, this is personal. A retrograde is always a time to review and reevaluate. It starts in your partnership zone, which means past issues or even people from your past might pop back up. Now, the point isn't necessarily to get back together, but to get closure and figure out what you really truly need from a partner. It then backs up into your house of daily routines, asking you to review your work dynamics and health habits too. The big takeaway here? Don't make any huge decisions in these areas until after November 14th. Just wait.
Whew, okay. That was a lot to cover, I know. So let's just boil it all down into the absolute must-know takeaways for your 2026.
So here's the game plan. Your number one job this year is the inner work. You've got to embrace that process of letting go. At the same time, keep your eyes open and stay flexible because huge changes are coming to your career and money. Lean into all the wonderful blessings coming to your home life and use that final part of the year to be really thoughtful and intentional about reviewing your relationships.
Look, if you remember only one thing from this entire explainer, please let it be this. 2026 is an active, conscious process of spiritual and emotional spring cleaning. You are deliberately, on purpose, making room for the person you're about to become.
And that's the ultimate why, isn't it? All the work you do this year, all the letting go, all the adapting, it is all getting you ready for a foundational, brand new beginning that kicks off in 2028. So the real question isn't if that new cycle is coming. It is. The question is, how ready will you be when it arrives?